Hi, I am going to do this video today about teaching cover yoga sessions for a group of gyms. I started doing that in September and it's been absolutely amazing. I started covering for a lady that does the type of yoga that is more like power yoga and rocket yoga type of thing, vinyasa flow, meaning that the poses are very much in movement with the breath and it tends to be quite the workout. Now, when I first started, it was really, really hard for me. I really struggled. I teach yoga in such a way that is very spiritual, very much in a stillness, very much in a journey within, and very much in finding peace within yourself as you are doing the practice. So it starts from a place of self-care, of understanding of a spiritual journey, even though it is not an obligation, it's not a requirement, and very, very much in understanding yourself and really finding the feelings within yourself, your identity even, through the yoga poses, I would say. And when I first started covering, it was so hard because the students were used to rocket yoga, power yoga, really tough workout, aerobic type of yoga. And it was hard because they started complaining about me to my manager and saying how, oh, what were the critics? One of them said I was doing 20 minutes meditation session where I was only doing 5 minutes. Other people, but basically they were really not, they it didn't match. They and I just didn't match at all. And I was from the belief that whenever you go somewhere or do something or are with someone or are in a specific place and it doesn't feel right, then moving away, letting that go. And so I normally just let it go. Okay, so this is not working out, this is not for me, or this is not my place. That's fine. I can just move to something else. But this time, I had the wisdom that came to me at the time from a very good friend that I need to stay my true self and to stick with it. And since my journey is very much a path towards authenticity, I thought, well, she's right. This is the opportunity for me to really be my authentic self. So I thought, oh, now I have to be my authentic self with a group who can't stand me. Oh gosh. So I went to these classes. And to be honest, when I first started, I was thinking, so before I used to teach my own classes, and I still do. But here, because I was covering for someone, I felt like I had to try and be her. Like, obviously not be her, but teach like her as much as possible so that the transition between her and me can be as smooth as possible while she was taking a leave. And so I was replacing her while she was on leave. And so I really pressurized myself because I don't do vinyasa as such. I don't do yoga flow. So I was trying to learn how to teach that way. And I was trying to understand the dynamics of it and even to have the body fit enough to do it myself. Um, and and then there came this issue with my body as well. I have healed a lot of it, and I'm quite happy to be the way I am now. I am a big woman, um, quite overweight, and I used to be very unfit, which I'm not anymore because teaching yoga that often per week now, it does get people fit. But um, so then there I am. I am in the middle of the yoga class, in the middle of a gym, and people are expecting a workout. And I feel so unfit for it somehow. And I tried to change myself, and I tried to, like I said, make it seem far less of a shock for them from one session to the other, which is not possible because we could not be more opposite to each other, that teacher and myself. So when my friend said that, I thought, oh, okay, so I need to show up there. I really need to try this. I need to show up there. I need to sit in front of that class, knowing that little by little, there may be less and less people showing up, and then my manager might really not be happy. And I kept on seeing also a message that was coming to me to stick with it. It was pretty much saying, without specifying that it was about the yoga classes, it was specifying, stick with it, and you will see something will be revealed. Something amazing will be revealed. So okay, I thought, okay, with my friend saying that plus this message coming to me, I'm gonna stick with it. So I showed up, and I learned one thing is that I was very I was not managing expectations well enough, because I had that the idea in my head that I needed to fit in and to make it seamless as much as possible for the transition between the teacher and me. I actually didn't manage those people's expectations well. So I basically went back there and I said to them, look, I'm really sorry that I did not manage your expectations well enough. This is how I'm going to be teaching. Some of you have done it with me before. I'm going to teach starting with some pranayama, focus on the breath. Then we will do some still poses. Then we'll do a small flow. That's my adaptation. That's me pushing myself forward to meet them some some part of the way. And then we will do more stillness, and we will finish with meditation, with a 5 minutes meditation for 1 hour session. And then if that doesn't suit you, then please know there's other classes you can go to. So have a look around. There are more teachers that are teaching yoga in this gym, and you may find that there is a class that fits you best. And so I will stay here until I finish covering for the other teacher. Please do feel welcome to join at any time, but if it doesn't fit you, if it doesn't suit you, you can also find another class that will fit you best. From that moment on, everything got so much better. All of a sudden, the people were grateful that I was telling them what to expect. They knew what to do with the situation, so they were also happy that they had that clarity. And so some of them went, some of them, new ones, joined in, and they came to me and they were saying how good my classes are, how it really helps them, how they feel better. Some of them, pain on their body has gone. Others were so excited about doing other kinds of yoga with me because I've been teaching Kundalini yoga as well. And it's been a 360 turnaround. So some people left and some people came. The classes are still as full as they were, except it's a different crowd. It's not all the same. Some of them adapted and see the enjoyment. And for the class where I'm doing Kundalini, I had one very amazing event, one amazing situation last Monday. I ended up having, no, 2 Mondays ago rather, I ended up having a class of about 12 students. And out of those students, there was about 7 of them that had never done yoga. 2 of them had done yoga before, but not Kundalini yoga, and only just a few sessions. And there I was, and I was looking at that crowd, and I was thinking, okay, I've got my session, and I need to carry out that session. And I had a big struggle planning for it actually, because the planning just was not flowing at all. And when I faced that class, I then knew that that's what it was. And so I had a choice. At first, there was that moment of panic. What do I do? The second moment was, oh, okay, so now do I still teach Kundalini, or do I teach a Hatha yoga and do a completely different session, which is fine. I don't need to plan for that, but I just wasn't sure what to do. And then eventually I thought, no, I am going to stay to my authentic self, and Kundalini is me. It's really what it is, what I do, what I am. Anyway, I decided to do Kundalini. So I warned them and I explained to them what it is, and I explained to them how to do it and what the practice is about. We do the session, and then at the end, they were so happy. They were, all of them, so happy. As I was walking back out of the room, they were asking me what other classes I teach and where. And it was just, it's crazy, a complete turnaround, which is what message that came to me, that kept coming to me, was about telling me that it was going to be that if I stick with it, something quite amazing was going to happen. And now I have just received today, and this is why I'm doing this video. I have just received today 3 most beautiful reviews from students about my classes, and I'm going to post them together with the video. I don't know if I can actually stick them on the video. I doubt it. But if I post them, if I post this video on YouTube, I will put the reviews in the comments. I cannot reach them at this moment because they are exactly on this phone that I'm recording with. But basically, this last Monday, there was a lady that came to my class that had done yoga with the other teacher, and this was the first session with me, and I thought, oh, I'm going to have challenges with this because she's going to be used to the other teacher's class and she's going to find it difficult to adapt. And she came to me at the end of the session and she said to me, "Your class was fantastic." She said, "The way you teach, the way you show us what to do, the way that you help us and support us, it is really amazing. It's different from the other teacher, and there is a lot less flow, but it is, even though different, absolutely amazing." And, or at least that was what the general idea of her comments were. Those are not her exact words. And the 3 reviews that I got were, so she said to me she would leave me a review. And so that's what her review said, was that the class was really great, that I was teaching well, that I was showing what to do, that I was making sure everybody was okay, that I was supporting everyone, and adapting to every level. And it was a brilliant class. So that was the first review. The second one was saying how the person felt uplifted and relaxed after my classes. And even though I was replacing another teacher and that my classes were very different, my classes were also really, really lovely and really helpful. So that was amazing. And the last review was it's one of my favorites because of the energy that came with it, which it said, Stephanie's yoga class, it cannot be improved. And I just thought, oh, that is so amazing. And I'm not doing this for pride or for getting reviews or anything. What I'm doing this for is to pass on the yoga energy so that people can heal and people can find comfort and home within themselves, and and get happier altogether, more balanced. That is really my purpose, in a way to summarize it. So to know that these people have found this to happen for them is wonderful. And and so this goes together with a whole journey that I am on, which is really letting go of the thoughts in the mind. And by letting go of the thoughts, we also let go of old patterns and of old beliefs. And one of my beliefs was that I need to flow. And if a door shuts, then I can go to the next one. And I had felt that that door was shut. And I had felt like I was not in the right place being in that class, in those classes with those people. And I nearly came away from that. Not that I would have left the class, I don't know. But basically, I just thought, okay, this is going to be the end of this, and this is not for me, and I'm not for that. And there was a time where I actually thought I may need to quit this job because it's not the right match. It's not that I'm not good or the classes are not good or the people are not good. It's that it just wasn't the right match. And then because I saw those messages and because my friend gave me that insight, I decided to stick with it, and it changed. And this was absolutely amazing. So I changed my belief. I shifted my thoughts and let go of my belief. And I trusted and I surrendered to the situation. I became authentic to myself, and I went completely blind in that because everybody could have gone and I could have lost everything and it could have ended up a big pile of mess. But it turned out okay because because that is how it works, is that when you go in and you are truly yourself, things fall apart and away from you that don't belong with you. But, and there's a big but here, things that belong with you and things that are meant for you come to you even stronger. And last session, there was something wrong with the register, and I ended up with I was supposed to have 12 people booked, and I ended up with 16 people booked, 16 people showing up, and the room was almost too tight for it, actually. Um, and it was another incredible session. So be your authentic self. Trust, really trust that no matter who you are, you belong as you are. Exactly 1000% as you are. I have come to realize that I am a pioneer, and I am now, as I'm saying this, I'm also realizing we all are. We are pioneers because we are all unique. And whenever we go into a space, we change that space by being ourselves. So be proud of who you are and love yourself as you are. Be the pioneer and let the world change around you according to your own beauty. Thank you for watching.